What up, guys? It is time to get Delta's showcase going. Now, before I start, I did tweak my mic settings a bit. It has come to my attention that I was peaking a bit badly. On my end, it didn't look like when I was editing. But, oh, by the way, I'm going to try this crackhead ass build. There's no defenders in here, so Delta should be getting the passive where she's the only defender and stuff. I do think if you're going to do something like this, you probably want to burst with what's her face, Helm, or not Helm, Mast at the same time you burst with Rappy. So I'm just gonna make sure I do that. But anywho, I'm tweaking my mic settings. I think it was my gain or something, so I tweaked it a bit. Let me know if it's like ass or if it's better. Maybe it's worse. Hopefully it's not worse. I'm just gonna have this whole thing be griefed. I'm gonna have to want to do it again or something. Anyways, unfortunately, I didn't summon on Delta. I mean, I did a YOLO multi, which honestly I shouldn't have because, you know, I'm gonna have to summon on Red Hood's rerun because I'm still missing her, but, I don't know. I do think this Delta is gonna look good. Also, I mean, I didn't pull on her, so unfortunately I'm not gonna be able to see the whole power of her, I guess, and like boss things and stuff. So, I don't know, it's gonna be a bit scuffed, but on the bright side, she goes away by the time the anniversary comes out. So, when the anniversary's out, I should be able to try to get her onto those banners. Unfortunately, I don't think Red Hood I'll be able to get on her, but we'll see. Also, this kind of sucks doing these types of things on here. My Rappy is really nerfed on this practice tool thing. Because, I mean, look at her shots, bro. She has 300. My Rappy does not have 300 shots, bro. My Rappy has like 1100 shots, okay? So, let's not sugarcoat this. This is like pretty bad. I think moving forward, if they want to improve this practice tool area thing, they should, one, let it so that my overload gears like take into effect. I think they said that they're working on, oh, I don't know why I'm spectating Rappy. I'm stupid, sorry. Whoops. It's not Rappy's showcase, it's Delta's. She's getting a lot of crits though. Anyways, I do think that they can add something where it also affects the dolls. I think they said they were doing that. Anyways, yeah, like, she did a lot of damage. I'm not sure if this is more than usual. I actually don't think it is. I mean, for all that's worth, Delta did low-key a decent amount of damage as well. Okay, we'll try without type advantage. That was with type advantage, and then I'll probably do a run where she's getting the other passive, where she's not the only defender and she's doing healing instead. With that, I'm not gonna lie, Crown, if you want to pair her up with Crown will get her buff from getting healed like all the time. It'll be kind of like when she was being run with Naga mainly. But let me make sure I do this. I do think it's better to pair up Mast's burst with Rappy's because she does give that crit damage up and just attack up, whereas the Delta does give distributed damage up, and it's probably a bit better to have that lined up with Scarlet's burst. But anywho, I mean, other than that, having my overload gear, it would be pretty good. And honestly, I think if they can somehow incorporate like a practice boss for this kind of, what even is this, union practice range or something? I don't even know what it's called exactly, but if they can like do random bosses and have it so that you can just go into them with like the new units, I think that would be pretty good moving forward. I don't know how hard that would be to implement, but I think that'd be pretty good. Definitely first things first though, try to implement my overload gear so that I can actually get like a nice showing of how these new units maybe buff my Rappy. Like having 300 shots is cool and all, but like dude, I rolled a perfect roll on fucking ammo for my Rappy, bro. Come on, I can't use that, dude. It's literally perfect, bro. It's like what, black and blue or something? Well, what is the perfect overload gear color? I'm pretty sure it's like black and blue. Let's see. The only thing though is I want to run that Crown team, but I'm going to have to make sure I burst with Delta every once in a while. Wow, wait, I did more damage there. Did Rappy have type advantage? I don't think so. I was going against fire. I don't think we were able to see a lot of stuff. Yeah, because I don't think she does any healing. Actually, let me quickly double check. I probably should have double checked beforehand, but Whoopsies. She doesn't do any healing if she's the only defender. It's only if there are other defender units on the team, she'll get this like healing thing. Also, by the way, this, I was reading it in the details, and I don't know why, but I thought that this part of her kit is only on when she's not the only defender, but this is just separate. I don't know why I did realize that, because it didn't say effects. I was like bugging that day, I guess. Yeah, it's just like healing. And then this is pretty crazy, right? I can't believe they gave her this damage taken buff, like just from the get-go. I was saying that Eve has it as well, but Eve's is actually pretty worse, bro. Let me show you Eve's, because Eve gets it from her skill 1, but it's not even that much. You have to do a lot of crit hits as well, I think, right? Enable synergy. No, I don't think so, actually, never mind. Hits the target. Yeah, I think this is just like when you're going against like a type advantage unit and whatnot. That's what it looks like. But anyways, at this max, I think it's 10%. And when you double it when she bursts, because when she bursts, she activates these skills basically again. So it's like they're doubled. This gets to like 20%. So like Delta, already from the gates, she gets what, 20%? Like that's kind of broken. Look at this. It's 12 and then 8% for the nearest enemy. I'm pretty sure when you're doing bossing, this will just be active the whole time. So without bursting, Delta's given 20% damage taken, like buff. And Eve has to do it with her burst. That's kind of wild, don't you think? Anywho, I'll probably do 2 more runs. I'll do something like this. I just gotta make sure I hit these bursts. I guess since we're doing this, I'm gonna rock Cindy instead. Dang it, dude. I really wish I can go into a boss, but like, dude, I don't think I should summon, bro. I need to summon on the Red Hood rerun, and then we have Anniversary coming out. Maybe I'll want to go a bit deep and get those MLB. We'll have to wait and see. On the bright side, I mean, she's a regular unit, so she's just going to be put in the pool. Oh, Rappy did have type advantage. That's why she hit pretty hard. Okay, I wasn't bugging. These units will be put into the regular pool, so I think I don't have to be tripping too much. I think for the most part, it was my gain that was fucking up my mic, maybe. I didn't really see me peeking too much. I definitely had, like, mic peaking problems when I was trying to set it up. I forgot to burst with Delta, son of a bitch. I definitely had some mic peak problems in the past when I was doing, like, some other stuff. But, like, I mean, before I was doing this. But I thought I fixed it for the most part. But I didn't really see it on my end on OBS, not OBS, on Vegas when I was editing. Which is a bit interesting. Let's see. I mean, look at the healing she's getting, though. She bursted, but I don't see, like, the saved healing. I would assume that it was something visual you could see, so, like, maybe... Oh, maybe it's that. Hold on, let me quickly see if it's that. I don't think it's that. I'm pretty sure that's just Crown's shield, but... Let's see. I mean, this would go really hard if you're using it on fucking Siren's team. I always wank off Siren with machine guns. She just gets so much of that damage, bro. What even was it called? I looked this up last time. I think it's this one. Bubble Order? No, it was Bubble Wave. Dude, she gets so much damage from this if you're running her with a lot of machine guns. That shit goes crazy, dude. It's like something kind of tacked on, but it does a lot of damage. Definitely don't count that out. Anyways, let me quickly double check that Crown has this thing. Yeah, this one. This attack damage up for 7 seconds. Like, if you're using Crown on the same team as this new Delta, it'll basically be like the old Naga and that combo. She'll just be getting that extra damage up like 100% of the time. That shit's gonna go pretty nicely, I'm not gonna lie. I do think this Delta is a really nice addition for like a burst 2 to be thrown on a random team that you definitely need. I definitely do low-key need this, so maybe it wouldn't be the worst to try to get her, but I'm just gonna gamble and hope that I get her on the wish list, or maybe just randomly. Also, in case you don't know, by the way, during the anniversaries, like actual anniversaries, not like the 0.5 anniversaries of this game, they usually like giving a free single on the banners every day. So I expect them to do that again. Last year there was 2 banners and both of them had the free daily pull. So, I mean, hopefully I get SSR from that. I don't think last year I got anything good, though. I mean, Rappy did really nice on this team. Yeah, I think maybe this team would be a bit better rather than a Delta and Mast combo. Actually, we'll do one more after this one. We'll do with Delta's type advantage, and then I want to run her with, what's her face? Anchor. I'm curious to see how Anchor's gonna look. Well, I do think she'll probably get the most value out of buffing a distributed damage type unit. I mean, even without that, like, she goes pretty nicely as a supporter for all the other teams. Like I said before, that damage taken effect is really nice. Alright, this time I'm going to try to burst Delta with Rappy. I believe she's just going to be given like the... I mean, she does give attack, but I mean, this distributed damage I don't think is going to really matter like at all for Rappy, but that attack should be pretty nice. Dang it. If only she had a bit of crit damage or crit rate on that, like how Mass did. Maybe that'd be a bit too much. Dude, these guys have been cooking recently. These, like, regular units they've been releasing have not been the worst, like usual, which is quite surprising. I thought they would just use this as a throwaway, which I did have me a bit scared because I didn't want Delta to just be, you know, getting the SSR. Fuck, I fucked up, goddammit. And it just be ass from the get-go. God dang it, I totally said I was gonna sync up Rappy and Deltas and then I fucking misclicked. God dang it. Anyways, but yeah, these have been looking pretty good. Whatever, I'll just burst with her now. I missed one burst with her because I'm a moron, but unfortunate. Also, I mean, dude, Delta model is crazy. I wonder how long it'll take for her to get a skin. If it'll be like Killer Wife, dude. Killer Wife came out and like instantly got the skin, bro. Jeez, someone at Shift Up is a Killer Wife simp. I can respect that though. Dude, like she's doing a lot of healing. Especially since Crown has a potency healing in her kit. Like she's gonna get even more value from the healing that she gets. So like this is gonna be very nice. Is she gonna give that to other people? I'm pretty sure it's just her, right? I mean, I don't know if I can really show how this works, though, because they're not missing, right? Oh, I can't even click her. God damn it. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it does, like, a thing, but it doesn't visually show you, right? This accumulation HP. Like, I don't really think this really takes into effect too much, unless I actually take damage, which, you know, I'm not really taking damage. Yeah, like healed for the accumulated amount, but I don't know if it actually heals because they're full HP. Maybe it does. I mean, I would have to go... Actually, I guess we could check here. How much healing should she get? Like 2 mil-ish? We're gonna go into a run with Anchor, and we'll see how this works. We'll put in Black Shadow for the funnies. There, actually, should we use a different burst one? Siren isn't gonna get really much value. We have, what, 2 rocket launchers? I mean, all of these are good, though. Nah, we'll do it. I like Siren. I should be able to get enough value out of this. I do think if you're running a Siren team, maybe 2 machine guns is worth, but, I mean, obviously as much as you can hold is definitely more important, I suppose. Oh, also, I figured out that you can lower the opacity of this bottom thing. Let me show you guys how to do it. I think I have mine at 70. I think if I'm doing like a skin showcase, I might put this at 0, but dude, it gets really transparent when you lower it like a lot. Oh, it's not an auto. Fuck! But I think moving forward, I'll definitely put that at 0 if I'm doing a skin showcase or something. But maybe if I'm doing solo raids, it might be a bit too griefed. If it's at 0, maybe I'm not going to be able to see the, like, lock-on, I guess? Dude, her shield looks pretty nice, though, all things considered. I do think shields are really nice in this game. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Maybe you don't know, but sometimes when bosses do... Oh my god, like, look at this. What is this, dude? It's like Helm's heal right here, the over HP or whatever, and then a shield, and then there's, like, a black bar. What the heck? Anyways, when you're doing like a boss that does an AoE damage thing, like for example, I was doing Kraken like a lot, and I've noticed that when Kraken does the like rock attack that hits everybody, if you have Crown's shield up and maybe it's damaged a little bit, as long as it's still technically alive. Oh, this is a pretty cool effect, by the way. She has like this little thingy. I don't think there's a defender on this team, right? Wait, is Anchor a defender? Wait. Anchor's not a defender, right? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure she's a supporter. Both the maids are... Yeah, because she's not getting any healing. Okay. I had me tripping for a second. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. Oh, right, I was talking about the shields. So, as long as the shield still has 1 HP, if you get hit by that Kraken thing, it won't really hit you for your HP or your cover. No, I guess it's HP, right? Because the shield hits HP. It won't hit you for your HP, it'll just take the shield entirely off, which I think is pretty valuable, just to give people shield. I do really enjoy the shield and heal. I mean, yeah, I mean, look at this. Anchor is built to heal, so I guess there is no comparison, but Delta definitely held out her own. Let's see, she is a supporter, right? Okay, I'm not tripping. I do think both these are supporters, and I was right. For the most part, most units that are like burst 1 or burst 2 are like supporters, right? What are the defenders in this game? Let me actually double check. No, she's a defender. I mean, I don't really think there's a lot of defenders in this game, no? Let me actually go out to the thingy. I think the main ones are definitely just like Crown and Cindy. I didn't mention that when I was looking over her details, which is kind of interesting. I don't know how much uptime you'll be getting on that multiple defenders part of her passive. Let's see. I mean, I do think Tia's good and usable. Noah's for PvP. I'm not really sure how this Delta fares for PvP though, all things considered. I do think the Taunt, is Taunt good in PvP? I think so, right? I mean, that would make sense. I mean, yeah, there's like no fucking good defenders. What the fuck? I mean, I guess 2B for like some niche teams, but the main hitters for here are like Crown and Cindy, and other than that, maybe these some niche, but they're kind of aged at this point. And Maiden, I mean, is kind of situational, all things considered. Well, oh well. Unfortunately, we didn't really get the best showing out of her because there's only really so much I can do with the practice tool. They definitely should put like a boss in there that I can use somehow. I don't know how that would work, but that would be fun. Anyways, to go over her overload gear, I definitely do think the most important thing to get would be max ammo rolls. I do think max ammo rolls would help her kit the most. For the most part, it's just for this shield right here. After you do 200 normal attacks, she gets this shield. And, I mean, buffing that as much as you can would be pretty nice. If you can get this, like, without having to reload multiple times, I mean, that'd be pretty good. Granted, this does last for 10 seconds, but... I mean, getting max ammo is probably still the move. Obviously, your type advantage up. What exactly is that called? The... God dang it, I'm having a brain fart. What is that called? Am I dumb? Elemental damage, right? The boost elemental? I think it's elemental damage up. Yeah, elemental damage dealt up would be nice. She is water. We don't have the best options for the water team. I definitely think the best is like Helm, right? I mean, Ludmilla the Winter is pretty good. I definitely want to get her up. Oh, and then we just did get the Dorothy White. Granted, attacker-wise, I definitely do think we could use one more water attacker. I wouldn't complain to that notion, but... Other than that, just that, and then probably just regular attack up would be the move for this Delta. And then, oh, I mean, I didn't put a cube on her, but I can't really put a cube on her if she... You know, I don't own her. Cube-wise, though, what would be the move? I mean, if you want to go for damage... Definitely just like the blue cubes, Bastion, or the other one. Definitely the move, the resilience. Maybe the gauge. The burst gauge wouldn't be the worst since you are kind of using her for support. Granted, if you are using her as support, putting her on the Siren team wouldn't be the worst. And in that case, I mean, you don't really need more burst generation. I think you definitely have enough burst generation on that team, especially if you're using like Helm Treasure. Then you're kind of going overboard. But for the most part, I don't know if putting cubes on your like supports is that substantial. I mean, maybe putting like a defensive cube. Granted, the defensive cubes don't really matter too much. I wish they would make like some new cube that would buff their support capabilities somehow. I mean, maybe that'd be too broken, but I mean, something along those lines would be cool at least, because For the most part, most cubes don't really have much nuance to it. It's just, oh, use the blue cubes, or, you know, just give everybody else the leftovers. But other than that, I mean, that's definitely what you want to use for the overload gear. For the most part, though, I don't think this unit would go pretty crazy on, like, the tower. I do think I should start taking, like, the tower and bossing into considerations when I'm talking about this unit. Dude, like, her model is so crazy. I can't even focus. Oh my god. Anyways, for the towers, I don't really think she's that necessary, unless you're behind. I mean, she's definitely going to be a nice addition for the towers, but, like, dude, we're talking about Elysion towers, okay? We already have Rappy there, we have a killer wife to use, we have the maids to use, like, anchor and mast. That's already like 4, bro. So other than that, you just use like helm treasure. Like, I feel like the Elysion tower is very stacked, so we definitely don't need that much help for that. But in case you're missing some of those units, I mean, having her as a burst 2 for that tower is pretty good. If you're going to want to be competitive with the solo raids, probably picking up 1 copy with her would be the move, but I mean, that depends. If you're a free-to-play player, I mean, Anniversary is literally a couple weeks away, and we're also getting reruns on Pilgrims, which, in that case, I mean, if you don't have Red Hood, I'd probably say go for at least 1 copy of her, like I'm going to do. And now that they're doing these Pilgrim reruns, definitely keep in mind, in case you're missing stuff like Siren, Crown, or Rappy Red Hood. I mean, Rappy's gonna get rerun during the New Year's, and now that they're rerunning Pilgrims for Anniversary, there's a chance that we're gonna be getting Siren and Crown rerun for the next 0.5 Anniversary. And if you don't have either of those units, it's definitely important to get at least 1 copy of them. Those units are really broken. I mean, you always see me wanking off Siren and Crown and Rappy, so definitely if you don't have one of those, try to save up at least some pity or some pulls to try to get her. And, I mean, for the most part, the Anniversary, I mean, I don't know, maybe it could be Nilister. They did show the guests for the live stream are going to be the Eden girls. I think it was the Papalion or whatever. And we're getting the scientist chick. What is her name? Fuck, I actually don't know her name, bro. Dang it. She was actually pretty nice to us while we were over there. Everybody else was kind of like a dick, I'm not gonna lie. And then we had Isabelle, who was a freak, so I guess she doesn't count as being an asshole to us. I think that is it. I wouldn't recommend summoning because of everything we got coming up. If you're a Delta fan, then go crazy, baby. It is your time. She got an SSR, and, you know, it is good, I would say. But this is a pretty good bait banner. She is good, and, you know, it's Delta's first SSR, so I can definitely see the bait. But on the bright side, she's going to get put into the regular pool, which should be coming out during the Anniversary. So you could pull her during the Anniversary summon. So I would recommend you to wait for that and then just put her on the wish list. But I mean, if you really want to go hard, go ahead. But the smarter idea would probably be just to save for the future. I did do a YOLO multi and got shafted, but you know, I had to pour one out for the Delta fans, so that is my excuse. But anywho, let me know what you guys think about Delta. Unfortunately, I did want to use her for like bossing to see her full power, but I mean, I'm not going to pull her and then grief myself, but I think that is it from me. Oh, also, and let me know how my mic sounds. Hopefully it's a bit better. I might start tweaking it a little bit more, like when I'm editing this after. So maybe the next video might sound a bit different as well, but if this is nice, I might try to do this moving forward. My mic setup is actually pretty good. I think I was just being a dumbass and setting it up like ass. Maybe that's why it sounded fucking bad, but hopefully I actually locked in and made this not sound like fucking ass. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about all of that, and I'll catch you guys later.